Hello, it is Tuesday, June 10th, 2025. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve, although you may notice that it is not the daily crossword on the screen today. It's the monthly bonus crossword for June 2025, which I usually solve just for patrons on the Patreon campaign. The reason I'm solving it here now, this is quite ridiculous. I was solving today's Tuesday crossword, and I paused the video because I had a sort of cough or something in my throat, and I completely forgot to unpause the recording, and then I solved the entire rest of the puzzle without being recorded by video. And so I only had the first 6 minutes of the solve, and it just doesn't, I couldn't really think of any way to record it, or rather to release it in a way that would be interesting or make any sense. So I had to quickly find something that I can hopefully solve reasonably fast to put out on the channel today, because I've completely destroyed the typical content. So it's this. It's the New York Times monthly bonus puzzle for June, which is ordinarily goes out, as I say, to patrons. I'll have to find something else in its stead for the Patreon channel this month. If you are a patron and you have any suggestions, just let me know. Be curious to hear your thoughts. Anyway, we'll just get on with it. We'll see how it goes. This is very different often to the daily puzzles, the monthly bonus puzzles. If you've not seen these before, they tend to be heavily but very shallowly themed, in the sense that many of the clues are thematic in the sense that they're related to the subject of the puzzle, in today's case, family game night. But it tends to be just related in the sense that the word evokes, that the clue evokes something from the theme, and that's about it. There's not a sort of theme mechanic or rule or anything of that nature generally. And then at the end, I usually count how many of the clues actually did in some way correspond to the theme, and see if it hit a majority, see if it was more than 50%. Anyway, we'll get to that later. For now, let's get on with it. And today's bonus puzzle has been brought to us by, Trennan, Spriggs, and, as always, the indomitable Schulmaster and the indefinable Charlie Paget. They are benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign. Thank you so much to them and to everybody who supports the Patreon campaign at any level. If you'd like to do so, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link, where you'll find bonus videos available to patrons, which usually include these monthly bonus puzzles. And for benefactors like those I mentioned, there's also the official Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses mug. Thank you so much to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. Link in the description field. All right, let's get on to this monthly bonus puzzle by Rena Cohen. It was edited by Tracy Bennett, and it will be, as I say, themed in some way around family game night, whatever that ends up meaning. And we'll just have to see how it goes. These are usually sort of somewhere between usually around a Tuesday difficulty level, perhaps. So it's actually appropriate to today. It's a Tuesday, so we'll see. Anyway, let's start solving. Trifling, puny or something? Baby's first word, maybe. Could be mama or papa. Trifling. It could be puny and papa. Let's see. Opera solo, an aria. And this is going to be an A as well. Invite to a board game cafe, say, ask out. So here's an example of what I mean. Invite to a board game cafe. This is clearly referencing the theme of family game night, but not in a deep way. It's just mentioning games in some context, that's all. Says ball while cluing basketball in catchphrase, for instance. I don't know catchphrase. That must be a board game. I bet we're going to mention quite a few board games in this puzzle, and I probably won't know quite a few of them. I have no idea what this means. Scrabble play that opens up a triple word score, e.g. I mean, I have played Scrabble. I don't know. I haven't played it a lot, but I've certainly played it. Scrabble play that opens up a triple word score, e.g. Oh, a risky move, right? Because you're opening that up. You're opening your opponent up to getting lots of points. The Raven author for short would be E.A. Poe, Edgar Allan Poe. Trifling, a mere. It's a mere trifle. So mama is baby's first word. Okay, and then says ball while cluing basketball. Oh, Irvs makes a mistake. This must be against the rules of catchphrase. I don't know why, but it makes sense that that would be the answer. So blue suspecting clue, Mrs. Peacock. And ASAP, stat, do it immediately. Tic-tac-toe, there we go. Naval combat game piece and Axis and allies. Um, this is, I don't know that I've ever, maybe I've played Axis and Allies once. I don't know. Role assumed by someone playing Operation. Doctor, and that's the one with the sort of patient on the table you have to operate on. Oxen connector would be a yoke connecting a team of oxen. Room in clue with a secret passage to the kitchen must be the study. Oh, a U-boat it must be. Okay. So party game with forbidden words is taboo. Yeah, so lots and lots of things referencing the theme today. Gobbled up a la Hungry Hungry Hippos would be 8. Figure skater Midori Ito, I think. Is that right? Tenerife, por ejemplo. Isla, island. So it gives the go-ahead for okays. Currency that's also a prefix for a style of tabletop game. The euro is the currency of the Eurozone of the EU. And yeah, you've got sort of Euro-style games. I forget if there's a more specific term, but yeah, games with lots of sort of complexity and fiddliness and often dealing with kind of logistics. Anyway, you're out, cry at home plate in baseball. Leaning like a precarious Jenga tower. Shaky, maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. Risque, like many a card in Cards Against Humanity. Rude, maybe? I think this game has a reputation for being sort of rude. I could be wrong. Let's go up here. Game pieces in the game of life. Oof. I think I played this once when I was very young. What are the game pieces? Pegs, maybe? Touched down. A lit, like in an aircraft or a bird. Character who goes under the tweezers in Operation. Oh, that's their second reference to Operation. Does this character have a name? Maybe they do. Accused player's defense in Mafia. An alibi? Maybe this isn't pegs. Mafia, one of those sort of conversational games where someone is guilty or something. Competitor. I don't know. First square in many board games. Start. Seems straightforward enough. Letter-shaped beam would be an I bar, maybe, or an H bar. Blank La Vida Coldplay hit. I do not know. Viva, maybe? Is that... Don't recognize it as a song, but it seems like it could be the answer to this phrase. Competitor. Yes, a competitor is a rival. There we go. So game pieces in the game of life are cars. Oh, right. Do you drive a car around in that game, maybe? Character who goes under the tweezers in Operation. Don't know. Letter-shaped beam. Looks like an I bar, probably. Leaning like a precarious Jenga tower. A tilt. Cavity something? That game has sort of cavities that the different organs go into, I think. Risque. Oh, maybe racy. Valuable card in blackjack is an ace. Venue for gladiator games is an arena. There we go. Take another turn in the game of life. Re-roll, maybe? Many such games, you roll a die. Okay, I don't know about this, though. Person taking the first turn. 9th letter of the Greek alphabet with an L. Maybe it's not re-roll. Do you spin, maybe? Is it a game where you spin for a number rather than roll a die? 9th letter of a Greek alphabet. Iota? Like a busybody. Nosy, right, you're in other people's business. Aloo gobi, potato curry dish, an Indian cookery. Cavity Sam, maybe? That sounds like it could be the name of this character. Parts of Twister sets, yes, Twister mats. There we go. This is very highly themed. We might hit a majority this time, which I always enjoy for no particular reason. Person taking the first turn, player 1. There we go. Celebratory cheer that's worth 9 points in Scrabble. Yay, okay. I guess the Y's are worth 4 and A is 1, I guess it must be. An enthusiast is a fan. Helpful furniture when the floor is lava. A sofa, I suppose. For how long a tabletop game campaign can seem to last? An eon, a very long time. Dungeons & Dragons includes a 20-sided one, a 20-sided die, famously. With 68 across, classic kids card game. Oh, Old Maid. That's right, it's a compound clue. There we go. Which I do remember playing once or twice when I was very young. Poker action that could be a bluff. A raise, you raise someone to convince them of your hands quality. Squid Game setting, Korea, famously. Dance move after a whip. Oh, is that the nay-nay? Probably. Let's see. Classic board game token replaced by a cat in 2013. Oh, is this... I think in Monopoly they replaced a token. What would it have been? I don't know. I can't remember. It'll probably seem familiar when I see it. Tea served with a wide straw. Boba tea with a wide straw to get the tapioca balls. Company that made Deep Blue, the first first computer to defeat a world chess champion, IBM, famously. Corner chess piece is a rook. Well, duh, informally. Oh, the iron in Monopoly. I do remember that. Okay. Well, duh, informally. Obvs, obviously. Oh, no, maybe it's obvi, because that would work better with this. Board game character whose daughters are Princess Lolly and Princess Frostine. Oh, it must be... Is it not Candyland? Seems like it would be, but I guess it isn't. I don't know what this is then. Glitzy for short. Glam. What is this? King... What is it? Raisman, who competed in the 2012 and 2016 Olympic Games. Ali Raisman. There we go. Oh, no, it's a Y. I always get that wrong first. Like getting a Yahtzee. That would be lucky. What is that? Is that 2 6s or something? I don't remember what a Yahtzee is. Again, a game I've played between 0 and 1 times. Okay, weaving machines are looms. Feature of the original Ticket to Ride board. I don't know. I have played Ticket to Ride maybe twice. Original. I have no idea if what I played was the original or not. Seat in a musical game. A chair, musical chairs. Agile is spry. I don't know what this is at all. King. Oh, maybe it is Candyland. Sorry, this is a board game character, not a board game. So maybe these are all characters in Candyland. But King Candy. Oh, maybe it's Candy with a K. That could be. Workers' Safety Organization, OSHA, the U.S. federal government's occupational workplace safety organization. Feature of the original Ticket to Ride board, right? Oh, U.S. map, I see. So I see when it says original, there must be other regional kind of versions of it that are different maps or other national versions. Arab nation where Mancala is known as Hawalis. All right, Oman it must be. Interesting. That's a good way to get a clue that doesn't seem to be game related to comport with the theme. Tennis champ Swiatek. Oh, Iga, I think? Reflector in laser maze. A mirror, presumably. That's a reflector. Glass of This American Life, Ira Glass, the host. Third letter in the Greek alphabet. Gamma. Board games, we had 2 of those. Board game mascot with a top hat and mustache, Mr. Monopoly. There we go. Like Trouble's Pop-O-Matic bubble architecturally, it's domed. I don't think I've ever played that game, but I remember there being ads for it where you press down a dome and that rolls a die. Film site with a top 250 rated video games list. I guess it must be the Internet Movie Database. That's funny that they have top 250 video games. Longtime Patriots quarterback Tom Brady. I recognize that name. Reference that defines game as an activity which provides amusement or fun would be the Oxford English Dictionary. Midwest city that hosts Gen Con, the largest tabletop game convention in North America, familiarly. Okay, it must be Indianapolis or Indy. Choosing the same games, say day after day, say you're in a rut. Resource in Catan. Okay, I have played Catan, I would say at least half a dozen times, so possibly more than any other game in here, except for Clue, which I probably played more than that when I was young. Anyway, Catan has ore, it has wheat and ore and wool or something, maybe? Boy, it's been ages, I can't. Not following suit in euchre or bridge, e.g. a no-no, I suppose. And then we've got the R from ore, and to knock on as a door would be to rap at the door. Ants in the Pants, game that debuted in 1969. I've not played that. Grouping of competitors in Pictionary. A team, I guess. It's funny that it's Pictionary in particular. And then big name in beauty supplies, Ulta. And then you are the best in texting language. TYSM for thank you so much. And there we go. All right, so there we have it. That was Family Game Night, a kind of widely but shallowly themed puzzle mentioning lots and lots of games. So first I'm going to count the total number of clues in the puzzle so that we can see, we can determine the percentage of themed clues. So I'll speed this up. You don't need to watch me do it painstakingly. So here we go. 1, 2. Okay, 82. That's a pretty standard number. And now let's count the number of themed clues and see how many of those there are, and then we'll know our percentage. I'll speed this up as well, of course. Right. Okay. So that was actually surprisingly difficult to carry out. But I will say we absolutely had a strong majority, kind of regardless. So the reason it was a bit tricky is because I realized I wasn't quite sure. I didn't count sports, anything related to sort of Olympics or physical sports of that kind, even though you obviously we refer to them as games. I didn't count them because family game night, it really feels like board games. For that reason, I did count party games like The Floor is Lava, but I didn't count video games, even though you definitely could play video games at family game night, but the theme felt to me like it was about board games and party games. So that's what I counted. If it had been, if we'd had not enough clues to satisfy the majority, I might have been a bit looser with my rubric there. But we had plenty. We had 46 out of 82 clues as is, which was 56%, which is very high for these. We rarely hit that number. It's often a struggle even to get to 50%, but we were well over today and would have been even higher if I'd been more generous with my considerations there. So there we go. I consider that a success, and that was family game night. Sorry that we didn't have the standard puzzle today. I apologize for my gross error. I will hopefully not make a similar mistake again. So anyway, let me know if you enjoyed this. You can let me know in the comments or the Daily Solve Discord chat server, or you can berate me for my foolishness. And I'll be back tomorrow. And do subscribe to the channel, actually, if you've been enjoying these. And I'll be back tomorrow to solve a Wednesday crossword, hopefully actually tomorrow's Wednesday crossword. Do join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Tuesday. Take care.